What's going on, team, and welcome to the first episode of the Atfit podcast. I'm excited to kick this off. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while. Just spread a little bit of knowledge, spark some conversation starters, and let's just talk about everything that is health and fitness. People that don't know me, I am a fitness coach. I will have the bias of obviously CrossFit. I do coach CrossFit, but I've had a dabble in all areas of fitness throughout the years I've been in the industry. So I'm not necessarily biased towards one. I'm not closed-minded in that sense, and hopefully in subsequent episodes we can have different people who work in different sides of the industry. Bring them on. Let's talk about all their how they run the business in that side, how they run their classes, if it is one-to-one, if it is a class base, if it is online base, or so on and so forth. So hopefully we do have a scope to bring more people on and just spark some more conversations. Couple of disclaimers before we start, before we jump straight into episode number 1, is obviously I am Mancunian. Alright, I do come from the northwest of England and I do have a little bit of a funny accent, so if you can't understand me, I do apologise. Hopefully I can save up a bit of money and get some subtitles for you. Secondly, I'm not necessarily PG. I do get passionate, I do get riled up, and I do rant quite a bit. I do go off on a tangent as well, so I do apologise in advance. And I will end up swearing. It's just the way I am. It's just how I get a little bit passionate. And I'll end up throwing a couple of curse words in there, so I don't mean to insult anyone. Okay, so first topic of the podcast. It's going to be fitness industry. You know, in my opinion, it is the best industry in the world, but it's also the worst industry in the world, and I'll explain why. So, it's the best industry in the world for obvious reasons. We get to impact people's health and could potentially increase their life expectancy, which is absolutely massive. Like, someone coming in, it doesn't really matter about if they come in and we get them to PR, if they come in and we get them the first muscle up, or if they come in and we teach them a new movement. To me, it is so much more enjoyable watching a member that has come in who maybe had type 2 diabetes and is able to reduce their medication for it, or is recovering from an illness, cancer, anything, even psychological issues like mental health, and because they walk through the door and because we just taught them how to air squat and gave them a high five and pushed them to their physical limits, that they were able to improve upon that and hopefully get a little bit healthier physically and mentally. Something that is definitely a passion of mine, and is definitely forgotten about in the fitness industry. And hopefully starting from now, hopefully we can change minds, and hopefully we can change coaches' approaches to people. It's not necessarily all the physiological changes that happen to people when they join a gym. And from working out, it's also the confidence, it's also the stress relief, it's also the self-belief and the mental side of working out. I had a conversation with a good bloke yesterday, actually. I won't name names, obviously, but very, very good bloke, and I was explaining that us coaches, I'd say about 98% of the people that are in front of us in the gym actually are there for mental reasons, are there for psychological reasons. They're either trying to hide something, they're trying to better themselves because they have low self-esteem, they're trying to use it as a stress release, they have underlying issues that has stayed with them from childhood, and you kind of have to psychoanalyze your athletes. It's going to be funny. I'm going to get a lot of messages when this airs from people I've coached saying, "Oh, are you psychoanalyzing me?" or something like that. Well, yes, it's our job, and if we have to try and work you out and break you down in our own heads to be able to provide the best package for you and give you the best hour of your day, or hour and a half, or 2 hours of your day, then so be it. So people that are struggling mentally, pardon me, people that are struggling mentally and do struggle with a bit of self-esteem, or an eating disorder, or a mental health issue, that's absolutely fine. I will guarantee you, from the experience I've had working, obviously, in the fitness industry, 98% of the people in front of me are suffering from the same things, and you're not alone. Obviously, I'm not qualified in that area, and I'll always pass you off to someone who's a little bit more qualified. But I'm always open ears, shoulder to cry on, ears to listen, arms to hug, all that sort of stuff. There you go. Tangent number 1. I told you. I promised you I was going to go off on a tangent, and there you are. Okay, so that's, as a summary, best industry in the world because we are able to impact people in a positive way and help them mentally and physically. But it's also the worst. As you probably know, there is many, many, many ways of working out, and many, many ways of training, and many, many ways of being healthy and fit. But we're all on the same journey with exactly that. We're all trying to be a bit fitter and be a bit healthier. That's it. Some people might be a little bit more performance-based, so they lean more towards over the fitness side. And some people might be a little bit more health-conscious and lean more over towards the health side. But we're all on the same journey. We're basically all doing pretty much the same thing. We all like being active, or we're active for a reason. And we're all on the same journey. But the fitness industry likes to shit on other sides of the fitness industry, and it is a massive pet peeve of mine. Like I said at the beginning, I am a CrossFit coach. That is where I'll spend my majority of my coaching contact hours. Will be coaching CrossFit, whether it is a gymnastics specialty class, whether it is a weightlifting specialty class, whether it is conditioning, whatever. But I'll be within a box. I'll be within a community environment, within a CrossFit gym, and I'll be coaching that. So I do have a little bit of a bias, but at the end of the day, I'm not closed to any other sort of sides of the industry and any other way of training. If you like going to Zumba classes, and that's your health and fitness, and that's your like weekly fix, daily fix, 3 times a week or whatever, then you fucking crack on. If someone like takes the piss out of you, and not in tongue-in-cheek, and actually genuinely dislikes the fact that you dance to music, or you go to a step class, or you do CrossFit, or you're a powerlifter, or you're a bodybuilder, or whatever, just because it's different to them, then they can go fuck themselves at the end of the day. We're all on the same path. We're all trying to do the same thing. And I don't care if you even came into my CrossFit gym. Obviously, it's not mine, but my CrossFit gym that I'll be coaching at, and you wanted to not do CrossFit, but you wanted to come in and still work out, and you used the open gym, and you wanted to powerlift, or you wanted to fucking dance to your own music, or stretch, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do, we're all, again, on the same path. We're all trying to be a bit fitter, bit healthier, and have fun. Like, we're all trying to enjoy ourselves. I say this to a lot of people, and I work out it's my church. I've always been an athlete since I can remember, swimmer, and then I played rugby union, and I had a goal in mind that was obviously be the best swimmer I could be, and then it was be the best rugby player I could be, and I had to give it to my team, put the best performance for my team, earn the jersey, do it for my coaches, and so on and so forth. But now, obviously, transitioning away from sport, working in the sort of sporting side, which I have done and dabbled in, and I absolutely love coaching kids and coaching adults who want to progress in their sport, because that's where I started too. I can relate to them. But working out for me, yes, I'll always have that competitive side and want to be the best athlete I can be, but it's also a church, and it's also a stress release, and it's also my time to just, the only thing I got to focus on is the bar in front of me, the rig in front of me, how much my lungs are hurting because this workout sucks, and everything else just sort of floats away. So I think people just really need to realise that and take that into consideration before they take the piss out of someone who does yoga or does something that's a little bit out there, and it isn't just hardcore lifting weights. We all start somewhere and we all like to do something, but we're all in the health and fitness industry together. Oh, excuse me, my voice is going. Excuse me while I get a drink. Another thing is I don't like editing or anything like that. I don't really know what I'm doing. Plus, I like it to be nice and raw, so I'll try and keep it as unedited as possible, even if I do go off on massive tangents. So back to the point is, I always say, and I've said this to quite a few members, and I've posted it on my social media and on my site and so on and so forth, but health should be the lifestyle and fitness should be the goal. So we should be each and every day, we should be doing something that is making us healthier human beings, and the goal would be to progress in any sort of performance in our chosen field of fitness. So it could be shaving a couple of seconds off your Fran time in CrossFit. It could be getting a couple more kilos on a weightlifting or a powerlifting side. It could be shaping your delts a little bit more in the bodybuilding side. It could be, I don't know, learning a new dance move in Zumba or whatever it might be. But health should always be the lifestyle and fitness should be the goal. Another thing I get quite often is I'm not fit enough to join the gym, and this is a massive pet peeve of mine. Is you're not fit enough to join a gym. You join a gym to become fucking fitter. There's no need for you to walk in like Michael Phelps. Like, how many times do you go to the local swimming baths and you see Michael Phelps just strutting his stuff, walking up and down? Never. It doesn't fucking happen, does it? Like, he's never in the local swimming baths. You don't become a national level powerlifter before you go to a powerlifting gym. You don't go to the CrossFit games before you walk into your local box. You don't get an absolute shredded six-pack, massive biceps, a huge ass to then go to the local gym. No, it doesn't happen. We're all there again for exactly the same fucking reason. It might be psychological changes that you want to improve. It might be physiological changes that you want to improve. But we all want to fucking better ourselves, and we're all in the same place to do the same thing. So if we can just sort of come together, hopefully this podcast can help that out. Just come together a little bit more, answer questions that people have as well. And I know for a fact, like I know a lot. I know some stuff. I study a lot, and I have done for many, many years. But I also know jack shit, and I appreciate that, and I acknowledge that. And every single day I'll wake up and I'll tell myself, look, Alex, like, you know jack shit. And that's okay. And that's another reason why this podcast has been started. So to just ask those questions and to bring people on that are more knowledgeable than me in many, many different areas of fitness. And let's just have a conversation about it. And if you guys can take a little bit out off it, and I can learn something from it, and we can all just help each other out on this journey and this strange thing that we like to call life, then it'd be fucking awesome. Lastly, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm going to keep this one pretty short and stop all the tangents. So we should be just over 15 minutes ish. Hopefully, if my technology goes okay and I can actually navigate it all right, you'll be getting this on Monday morning. So Monday morning, for the people that have been coached by me before, I nickname it Money Mondays. And face value, that just looks like you're out to make money, but it really ain't. Basically, it's about steering the ship and setting the week off in a good stead. Monday morning to me is my favourite morning of the week. I did coach 2 classes on a Monday morning. and did a little bit of work beforehand, and then obviously crack on with my work after the two morning classes. And it's very productive, and I'm always happy when I'm productive. I'm doing things, I'm getting stuff done. Even if I'm failing, it's fine. Like I'm doing something. I'd rather be moving than being stagnant. And Monday, and just the term Money Mondays, yeah, it's a bit tongue in cheek. It's a bit of a laugh. It's shit talking a little bit, but it just reminds you every Monday to just think, right, okay, I've got obviously 5 days until Saturday, or I've got 7 days until the next Monday, or let's just crack on with Monday morning, never mind the whole fucking Monday, and let's just try and steer the ship so we're going in the right direction for wherever we want to go, wherever that might be. It really doesn't fucking matter. If you want a promotion, you want to try something new, or you just want to keep going in the direction you are going. Like, it just gives you another opportunity and just a daily reminder or a weekly reminder to just think, all right, let's just steady the ship, let's go forward, and let's just start the week off right. Hopefully my shit talking has not bored you so much, and if you've made it to the end, you're a fucking legend. You can find me on social media and on Facebook. I'll link all that stuff down below. My website will be in there as well. And let's see if I can get this up in time for Monday morning. So, yeah, just a little recap. This is not all about my knowledge saying to you. This is also about your knowledge coming to me. I want to bring all areas of the fitness industry into one area, and let's just talk about things. Talk about the youth, talk about the elderly, talk about the disabled, talk about the obese, the ill, the performance side, the health side, the CrossFit side, the Zumba side, the powerlifting side, the weightlifting side, the cycling side, you name it. Let's get it all into one place. We can all learn from each other, and hopefully learn something new. So guys, that is me. Just over 17 minutes. I do apologise. Ran over. I like to talk shit, as you will probably tell. Have a fucking great day. If Monday throws some shit at you, then hit it out the park. I'll leave you with a quote from my dad, from the old man, and just said, son, you can have anything you want in life. You just have to grab life by the balls and squeeze what you want out of it. And with that, guys, I'll leave you. Have a fucking great day, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.